A letter from Oren. What does she want?
A fine deed we have done to rid Faerun of this man. All helm hair and a haughtiness. Oh, this was the Lord Gortash we were sworn to do battle with, Boo. All the better then.
Hey, soldier. You're back. Yeah, despite my best efforts. I kept trying to flop over and give up, but Karlak just won't let me. Did I miss anything important? Would you believe it if I said I'm all right? You know, soldier, we're so fucked. The Dark Three are trying to consume the Sword Coast. We've still got tadpoles in our eyes, and I've got a ticking time bomb in my chest. I'm not sure anyone has ever been more fucked than this. And yet, we're fine. In this moment, we're fine. Here I am. There you are. Breathing, talking, even laughing if we want. Is it very precious to say that despite it all, I'm happy? Oh, my love. We've been in danger since before we even met. I think we're just those kind of people. Excitable, weapon-wielding fuckers with a flair for drama. Speaking of which, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die. Thank you. Now, enough tragedy. I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry any more, I'm gonna run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, darling. I love you. A lot.
Garlak needs time. Space. But more than this, I think, she needs to know she is not alone. I wish I could. But she alone knows what awaits her in Avernus. And she has made her choice. If she cannot have the life she wants, she will at least die as she chooses. Good. Perhaps she needs that too. Ask it. As you wish.
I'm still thinking about Karlak. About what she said. God. There really is no justice in the world.
Poor Karlak. Having to face her own mortality in such a definitive manner. Though the rest of us is still liable to perish, if it's any consolation.
No sense dawdling. Karlak has precious little time left to her. We'd do better than to waste it.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark. Dost thou require...
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds.
I don't know. All I know is I thought of you.
Vengeance is a bitter pill for kind souls. I pity Karlak that she could not savor Gortash's death. Indeed. When my time comes, I will not go quietly.
The devil's stench lingers, but Will is yet a champion of the people. I'd hoped he'd
Ready and waiting.
The agony of knowing the end is near. I spent years swatting away my fears and doubts of my infernal fate, and I eventually made my peace. I had to. You will too, Karlak. I know it. Until then, I'm here every step of the way. Let's talk.
Karlak's fate may be written, but her story isn't ended. The histories of the greatest Githyanki warriors are recorded in slate. They are unerasable. She must make every battle her bloodiest yet. She must make herself unerasable too.
Soldier? Go on. Oh, yes. Sparks. If you're happy, I'm happy. Are you happy? Couldn't have said it better myself. Sure. What's on your mind? Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join. Now we're talking.
Do not be sad, Boo. Karlak vanquished a villain today. As for the rest of it, well, we will find a way to save her. Will we not? You see, Boo? You quiver in vain. In the meantime, perhaps we can find a way to bring Lord Gortash back. Perhaps it would lift Karlak's spirits to kill him a second time. Minsk is honored indeed, but you have not the space, hmm? Minsk and Boo stand ready. Oh, watch out, Devil. None naps so powerfully as Boo.
I wasn't expecting it, but it seems like you have ample... Wonderful. Oh. Take your... Take your...
Take you. 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 Yes? You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. At your command.
That's curious. Not bad. I've had better days, and worse ones.
Cute.
Bounce light all you wish, little mirror. Minsk will only bounce it back.
This body can take a little more punishment yet.
You seek Gortash. His soul is already suffering at my hands. That is the fate of all those who fail me. Yes, because it is the fate you've given him. A dead Archduke is of no use to me. A living explorer, a wizard of some talent, perhaps, is a different matter. One question asked, 4 still remain. I am Bane, the Black Lord. I am the ultimate tyrant. I am fear. I am hate. And you are the dagger that bled Merkel's favored. You are the thorns that prick at my sides. Yet you are proof that still I will rise, and Baal and Merkel will yield. You live for power. You have proven it with every fallen foe, every chest opened, every skill claimed. As long as mortals and immortals vie for sharper blades and louder voices, I am strengthened. So it is for Baal and Merkel, and so it is for you. You make me eternal. Why do red dragons ally with the Githyanki? Why did the broken god befriend Tyr? Ah, but you already know the answer. By making one ally, you deny them to another. And by turning mortals illicit, you deny their souls to their keepers. You do not stoke fear by reaping your own fields, but by burning your foes.
The corpse says nothing more. You did not ask a question.
What's the story?
All right. What now?
Howling like a great wind through a canyon. It engulfs your mind, drowns your senses. Above the hell rises a screech, gleeful and maniacal. It is the way and the truth. Absolute.
Leave them alone.
The screech quiets, the howl fades. Your mind is hollow, save one lone voice.
Bane's chosen has fallen. His netherstone is yours. You have done well. You heard the Elder Brain. It's regaining its autonomy. It cries not from pain, but exaltation. We must stop it before it breaks free. One netherstone remains. Orin's. We must find her and take it from her. After that, we take control of the brain. And you should start wondering what you will do then. Sometimes you surprise me with your wisdom.
No one stopped me yet.
Slain! Joy! Freedom. Close. Help me. Help you. Reciprocation! Watchers ignore you. Foundry. Neutralized. Witnesses eliminated. You walk free. You. One task. Kill Orin! Kill Orin! Kill Orin! Kill Orin!
Normal citizens strung up to die by the city. A real care. But no, you've got to be a lord for the
As a fever sear me to my core! I will bask in her febrile radiance!
It's printing these days.
It's you! Look at us! We made it to the city! We made it to the Elf Song Tavern! And you? Never thought I'd live to perform for the greatest audience in the realms. The entirety of Baldur's Gate. Larissa lets me practice up here when she's on shift downstairs. She's too good to me. But you... I have a bone to pick with you, oh brave adventurer. Big trouble. The most trouble you've ever been in. I've decided I'm not going to perform in the Elf Song. Mainly because only the Elf Song itself is allowed to perform. I'm going to open up a school of bards. The best in the realms. To usher in a new age of magic and musicianship. And it's because of you that I dared to dream big enough. Thank you. That means a lot. I wanted to tell you first because, well, you inspired me to do it. Here. My very first lute, tuned to perfection. Thought you'd appreciate it when I'm rich and famous. Take care, my friend. Thank you for helping a stumbling bard in a druid's grove find her spark again.
something over there.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape." Flaming fists this way.
Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone. To passions brash, thou art a slave. This sinful ground shall be thy grave. Present me well from gifts thine own, or I shall rend thy flesh from bone. A grasping hand, an offering vile. Enter now the dread Lord's trial.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returned to do his bidding eternally.
This is the court of the dread Lord's tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But these are not aspirants. You have brought traitors of Baal into our midst. Harper Worm, the abdicating hero. Your keen sense for this city has withered in your absence. And you, man of stone, as you stood a statue, a helpless ornament, your city warped, changed, became ripe for the plucking.
Sarevok, Baal's least favorite son. Still tied to Daddy's apron strings, I see.
You disappoint me, child of murder. I expected more of your return.
Sarevok Arnchev, a relic of your cursed line, a Baal spawn who failed to become chosen. And yet, the history he shares with your companion seems to run almost as deep as your own.
What purpose do you have in bringing these heretics to the court of Baal? Speak, or death will be your final word.
Simple. We beat him about the brow and butt until he was dead.
Sarevok once fancied himself Baal's chosen, until we put him in his place. Feel no shame for forgetting him. History shall do the same.
These two have long meddled in my affairs, and my father's.
Do not parley with this madman.
Sarevok once had his chance to taste of goodness, but he spat it back out. Now he may taste boot leather instead.
You speak of the past. I speak of the future. Well, aspirant, do the shades of yesterday speak for you too? There are two paths to the Temple of Baal. To carve your devotion into flesh, or to be the carcass that is carved upon.
You make promises that aren't yours to keep. Take care that their breaking does not break something more.
If Minsk is certain of one thing, it is that he very much plans on being a problem for Sarevok.
I know these two well. I have traveled in their company. Whatever else may be said of them, they answer to no one but themselves. It seems there is some disagreement on who is master here.
You get to my age, you have already done everything. Be my guest.
We have already smashed Sarevok's soul from his body once. Boo says it is your turn.
And so, the Harper and the idiot Ranger raised their weapons against Sarevok once more. You disappoint me, child of Baal. I had heard such tales of you, tales of grandeur and vile glory. But the company you keep has tainted you and pulled you away from our Father's grace. I understand. I once fell to hubris, as you are falling now. But no more. Baal will never again have cause to question my devotion. Not even for a Baal spawn. You will die as you have lived. A heretic, forgotten, and unloved. Blood to blood is Baal's sacrifice, and I shall be the knife that spills it.
Why do we stop, my friend? There is evil somewhere with its small pants yet unsoiled. Why do we stop, my friend? Minsk is an open book. Not minding is one of the many...
Yes? You're sure?
Late.
What? Minsk has the itch that truly... But you... Too...
Present me a grasping.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful
prodigals.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But you are no mere aspirant. I did not expect to see you again. So it is true. You have returned.
Saravok Anchev, a relic of your cursed line, a Baal spawn who failed to become chosen.
I have heard it said you lost your memories. Let me revive them. In times past, I was Baal's Deathbringer, his acolyte. And you, his favorite child. You worshipped him the way that he would wish. Your bloodlust innate, your thirst for butchery, unslakable. But you were foolish enough to think yourself untouchable. You didn't see Orin rising through the ranks. You were blinded by her artistry, her devotion. You believed she worshipped you as much as all the others. Your fall was as spectacular as your birth. The purest Baal spawn there ever was. Ruined by his own hubris. But now, you have returned. Tell me, are you here to have your vengeance on my granddaughter? She is the child of my child, and your bloodkin. But she only seeks the Baalian favor you were born to inherit. She may have usurped you once, but all her rites and rituals will never match her to your natural gift. Baal is about to name a new chosen. All is between you and my granddaughter, Orin, now. And Orin has much to learn. Our Lord does not care for beauty. Baal cares only for death. Death in numbers. Death in droves. It is a lesson Orin will only learn in death. I wonder if you will be the one to teach her. She wronged me. In killing her, you honor our father with a eulogy of blood. I have heard of the duel Orin proposed to you. She seeks to sacrifice you in our father's temple. She dreams that your corpse will be her masterpiece. But she forgets, before your incident, you were the true master. You were murder, pure murder. No excesses, no pretensions. I believe you will be the one to slay Orin. But you will need my help. I see you have not embraced your birthright yet. Perhaps with my stewardship, Father will bless you yet. Before you may return to our father's fold, I must first ensure that you remain as pure and worthy of his blessings as you once were. Come, child of murder. Let me lead you in Baal's worship. Forgive me, child of Baal. I forget myself.
Reverence.
Zeal.
Long may he reign.
We have a sacrifice prepared for you, child of murder. Let us celebrate your becoming.
Release me! At once!
Come, child of Baal. Offer thanks unto your father for your birth, and in so doing, be reborn anew. Slaughter this celestial being. Spill its blood into the void, and through eradication of its goodness, be exalted.